Hey guys, how you guys doing? I got Benson with me today. Benson, yes. Yes, good job. Okay, all right, let's do that again, right? This is Benson, I'm Jeffrey, and he just came in to train with me yesterday, yes. And he is here because he is a young, very strong-willed, like a working Doberman puppy. So his owners, his parents, have had Dobermans their whole lives. He just happens to be one that's extremely, what they would call a stubborn Doberman. What you got going on? Stubborn? Yes. Stubborn dog and very pushy dog, right? So they're having a hard time with him and called me for help, so I'm going to try to help this guy out. Yes. So right out of the gate, don't mind what I'm doing here. I'm going to explain. And but out of the gate yesterday when we had him, every walk I took with him, my gosh, it's just like he is such an external dog, right? He doesn't care about what he's doing. He didn't do that yesterday. Yes, super buddy. And so the way he got attention, the way he got what he wanted was through a worldview that he was creating, right? It was just like his way or the highway, and he was learning how to manipulate the environment, yes, and his people in a way that like he was jumping, pushing, even biting people on the butt and biting them on the arms. And I'm not talking like attacking, biting. I'm talking about like using his mouth, like right here. You see how he's like really pushy? So he's like using his mouth to kind of like force or pressure his people. So and sometimes it's worked out for him, therefore reinforcing it. Yes. And then he like tries to double that much the next day, you know, because of it working today. So immediately, before I can even start doing a bunch of training with him, I realized like I need to install a system that he understands on how to interact with me. So good boy, yes. So he's really food driven, so I'm using that to get my foot in the door, yes. And I'm gonna use that as my friend, you're the worst targeting ever. Benson, yes. And so with the food reward, I'm going to gain his attention and I'm going to utilize that to put me in the center of his life. And what I mean by that is he's figured out already, as you can see, that jumping on me, biting me, or doing any of that other nonsense is not going to work on me. I will not even pay you any attention. But if you show up over here and you actually sit down, wow, what a good boy. He's looking in my eyes and it gives me a chance to interact with him. Yes. And try to install the first thing, which is the word yes. I want him to know when the food is going to be, like, he's waiting for the food, so I want him to know what he's done is the reason he's getting the food. And we want to put the word yes right there to let him know that that's it. And all this other stuff I don't want, so good job. But you started that with a big jump, so I'm not going to entertain you there. That's better. Good boy. Okay, yes. Good job. So this is kind of like what I'm teaching him, that like he cannot push me and bully me around. That's his first lesson. And simultaneously, I'm teaching him a key word, yes. So now he knows, like, that's the way. Another thing that's happening in his mentality, in his worldview right now, is that instead of him thinking that he can just push and get whatever he wants without any patience or anything, now he's learning that, hey, use this, go get that. He's learning that he's got to do something for me before he will get something. And this is the biggest training idea that I can imprint onto or teach a beginner dog that I'm training, is that with me, you do something, yes, and I will give you something, and we will do something else out of it. Let me give you this in a different way. There you go. Good job. Takes the food out of my hand. Really weird. But anyways, so if you can see that that's already taking shape, and I'm just going to let him kind of freestyle into this. Yes. And if you're hearing me then say that that's a negative word, right? That's a negative marker word. So when he does something I don't want, I'm just simply going to put that in there so he knows that that means that that behavior will not get payment. I don't have to yell at him or punish him or anything like that. It's just communication. And that's the most important thing in training a dog. So before I go and change all of his bad habits, first I got to install these communication lines. Benson, yes. Good boy. And also recall to the name. That's another thing I teach right away. So anyways, we're going to keep working on these things. I just wanted to get you guys a little glimpse of what day one looks like with Benson. I posted a video yesterday, so I'm going to just keep it going with him. Yes. and try to give you guys like a thorough progress thing as it happens. There you go, buddy. Good job. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you on the next one.